So I wanted to show you one of today's On This Day videos, but in a longer format because I wanted to talk more about it than just posting it. So yesterday was the anniversary of our daughter Lily announcing that she had committed herself to go to UIC, University of Illinois, Chicago. Go Flames. And then somebody left a comment about what they hoped she would turn out to be, and I did a video. Here's that video. This comment made me laugh my fucking ass off when I saw it. So, we were talking about how my daughter Lily, who's going to graduate high school in about a month, has committed to UIC for the fall. She's going to go to college at the University of Illinois, Chicago. And this person says, hopefully she becomes a proud liberal while at school. So let's just examine this, if we could, please. This particular child is so far left of me, I can't even see her on the horizon. She's so far left of me, she makes me look like Reagan. We're talking full-blown, all-out, far left-wing progressive. So you're starting with that baseline of mentality. Okay? That's first and foremost. Then she's going to be attending a rather progressive school in pursuit of a liberal arts degree in the heart of the city of Chicago. What part of any of this equation even remotely makes you think she has a chance of becoming a Republican? Anyway, that's the comment. He hopes that she becomes a proud Republican when she goes to school at UIC in Chicago, and that's my response. And yes, that's back when I was suffering from some Bell's palsy. That's why I'm all fucked up there. Looking like Ted at the end when they were sewing him back together. So I asked my daughter, hey, I know that you take some courses with some pretty liberal kind of things being taught. Give me an idea of some of the things. Dig deep into some of them for me. I said, I want to do a video on it. This is what she sent me. Now, we're wrapping up our second year here. So you guys tell me, is she leaning in towards, after everything you heard in that video, is she now leaning in towards being a Republican? This is what she wrote to me. Last semester, I took a class called Race, Gender, and Sexuality in Education. It looked at how systems of oppression work to reinforce one another. There is no racism without sexism, and there is no sexism without racism. By the way, she has changed what she initially went to school for, which is pediatric neurology, and she has now dedicated herself to becoming a public school teacher in the Chicago public school system. She goes on to say, this semester I'm taking a class called Introduction to Interpretation, Critical Analysis, and Literary Theater, which isn't so liberal because we're talking about why and how you critically analyze literature. The last half of the course, though, has been looking at how Black, Latinx, Asian, and American short stories, poetry, and film work against common conceptions about morality, ethics, and truth under state violence and global capitalism. She's not going Republican, but hang on. I'm not laughing at the class. I'm laughing at the notion that she went to UIC, took these courses, and is going to come out Republican. It goes on. I am also taking a class this semester called Introduction to Teaching of English in Middle and Secondary Schools. It is all about how to teach high school English, but it specifically focuses on how we as teachers can work around certain policies and culture to provide an English classroom that prioritizes social justice, equity, and belonging for all students. There's a big emphasis on undoing historically racist, sexist, and homophobic teaching practices. Just putting on more MAGA hats as we go, right? I am also taking a class called Education Policy Foundations, which examines the political, economic, and social context of education and education policy. This course looks at how education is used as one of the common dominant forces spreading dominant narratives and ideologies, which works to reproduce the existing social order. There's a big chunk about how neoliberal policies rule the market of education, essentially turning it into a pawn for capitalism. We talk a lot about the crisis of capitalism. The entire semester also always relates everything back to white supremacy, slavery, and global capitalism. So let's just do a team building exercise here. In the comment section, How many people think that my extraordinarily left-of-center high school daughter went away to UIC in Chicago, took courses like that, and is ultimately going to come out to be more Republican as a result? My daughter doesn't even agree with me. I'm a capitalist. She is studying how bad capitalism is. She looks at me as Reagan in a lot of instances. But yeah, tell me how she's going to come out of UIC, a proud Republican. You guys have no idea what's about ready to be unleashed on the world with this young lady.